and celebrate my mom's place. So, on behalf of Chris and Anita's kids, we would like to express our deepest gratitude to everyone who came out, who shared a piece of her life and a piece of yours with us, because I didn't get to experience that much because my name is Kirisimasi Christopher Fatali Jr. I am the youngest of three siblings to Chris and Penina. First off, my mom, she is the second youngest to 11 siblings. Growing up, my mom came from Samoa at the age of 11. And she told me she didn't live an easy life when she came from Samoa because she didn't speak very good English. And on her behalf, it was a very harsh life in America for the first couple of years. But she met my father, Kirisimasi Christopher Fatali Sr. They got married in June 9th, 1977. They bore their first son, Sean William Christopher Fatali. He was born November 17th, 1977. They bore their second child, Telenise Crystal Fatali, July 29th, 1982. Came along in the latter years. April 26th, 1993. They had lost our oldest sibling, Sean, February 24th, 1992. My dad had passed away June 19th, 2010. Me and my sister and her granddaughter, Angeline Fandi Fatali, who came along December 28, 2009. She came along, and it was just me, Lisa, Gigi, and my mom. In these past 10 years, I've got to know my mom a lot more because I got older. And it was just, it's hard to explain because my mom and I grew even stronger when my dad passed away. Because I got to know her as my mom, and then I got to know her as Penina because I grew older as a person. In the final days before my mom had passed away, she was actually in and out of the hospital. She was in and out of the hospital for these last 3 months. And I was home with her throughout the whole time. The last time she went into the hospital, I had told her, Mom, I haven't been to work in a while. I want to stay home with you for as long as I can, but I have to go because I have to make ends meet. She said, okay. The last 4 days, the hardest 4 days, I just can't seem to get out of my head because I told her, Mom, don't worry. Tomorrow's my last day. I'm going to come home. I'm going to bring you something to eat. I'm going to call you in the morning. Just tell me what you want to eat for breakfast. And she said, okay. I told her, I'm going to stay home however long you want me to. I just need these last 4 days. She said, okay. Mm-hmm. I got a call that morning. I got a call that morning. And I thought I'd never hear. And it was my sister. She was on the phone with me. My niece slept at the house with my mom that night because the previous reason she was going to the hospital, she needed somebody to look after her. My sister called me in the morning because my niece found my mom, unresponsive. And She called her first sister rush down to the house. She called the ambulance, and they said there's nothing they could do. I raced home, and my mom's face was the only thing that was stuck in my head because I told her, I'll be home. I'll be home. I told her that. I didn't come home until the next morning. I told her, I'll go home. And I apologized to her so much because I told her I was gonna come home. And the thing that I regret the most is that I could have done something if I was home. But my mom, on the strong person that she is, believing all the words that my family and my friends have encouraged me that I've done right by my mom, and I hope I did. I really hope I did, the best of my abilities, because I wasn't the best son. But I tried for my mom, and I told her I would break my back for you because you did for me for all these years. And I always, a little thing came in my head. I said to myself, I may not have loved you for your whole life, but you loved me for all of mine. And I thank you so much, Mom. The last thing I just want to end it on is, the thing that was running through my head is, for those of you that have your parents, I'm telling you right now, hug them tight. Keep them close. Spend as much time as you can with them. Because tomorrow is not promised. And I can atone to that. Tomorrow is not promised to any man. I say all these things in Jesus' name.